Hi there, I'm Joey.
I'm Jacob.
And we are watching Star Trek for the first time. Last time on Star Trek, John Anderson, man. Oh, I'm still reeling from that performance.
Yeah, that was a great performance.
Fantastic performance. Really great episode in general last time.
Interesting character. I guarantee we'll never see him again, but it's a really interesting character.
Yeah, big fan. Today we're watching an episode called Who Watches the Watchers?
Who Watches the Watchers?
Now I'm going insane because I told you to get... I gotta explain to the people listening.
Yes.
So I had to get a book off my comic shelf before, in between recordings. I was like, wait a second, I'm looking at the next episode. It's not the title of the comic, but I swear, because I have all the single issues from the time, there were ads for like old Suicide Squad issues. I keep thinking of this one issue where there was a tagline on it that says, "Who watches the Watchers?" And no, wait. It was an ad in an old Suicide Squad issue that I had. From one of the really early Suicide Squad issues, and it was advertising something else in DC, but I can't remember what now. It's entirely unrelated to all of this, although the right time period actually would have been like a year before this, so weird. Anyway, I think that about I don't know. No, it doesn't. This is a pointless rambling. We're gonna get into post-episode thoughts in a second. Be sure to join us then. We're about to watch Who Watches the Watchers. I think season 3 might actually be good.
Yeah. For once, we might not have been lied to.
Yeah. No, this is... Whew. You know how good this episode is?
How good is it?
This episode's so good that it appears on 2 of our lists.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw a couple headings on your notes page. I was
hey,
wondering what
I
those
keep headings
were.
for other reasons. Like last time I had a heading for our 50th episode of Star Trek back in Ensigns of Command. I have headings for other reasons.
I know.
It's not always because of a list, okay?
I know you usually have a heading for
here,
something.
my next set of headings are about the years when we're going to be at 89. Like there are other reasons for headings, but yes, there is on 2 of our lists. This is on 2 of our lists. This is my friend John's 3rd favorite episode of season 3. There are 2 that are better than this.
Two better than this.
And this does appear on one of the overall list. Screen Rant 2023's at number 4 of the entire show.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Pretty damn good. God, I love this episode.
It was so good.
Man. First off, Ray Wise is here, which is really cool. I like Ray Wise from a number of random nerd things he keeps appearing in.
Indeed.
Yeah, I know him from a lot of nerd franchises, and I'm also aware that he's in the God's Not Dead movies, which I think is really funny.
Especially with this episode's storyline.
Right? Yes. I didn't even think about that. That's so funny. Yeah. Oh man, he's great. So we have, as they were though, I wrote them down in my notes. We have proto-Vulcan humanoids. We're basically doing, as I understood it, the TOS thing of like an alternate, not an alternate, but a planet very similar to Earth that developed in a very similar way, but is much less. It's much more primitive.
Right. But it's further behind, we should say.
But instead of humans, we have Vulcans. We have primitive Vulcans essentially, and so of course. We have a Prime Directive episode. We all know how I feel about the Prime Directive. This is my favorite Prime Directive episode. Period. I love this. This is great. Because essentially, here's the thing. Realistically, whatever the last scene says, this episode's essentially saying "fuck the Prime Directive" the entire time.
Because a lot of the episode is firmly going against the Prime Directive, solely to try and fix the problem. The Prime Directive was very briefly accidentally broken.
Yeah, I like the guy that they get from the planet that's on the Enterprise. He's like the Prime Directive already been broken. We can minimize the damage, and that's all we can do. But Picard takes the opportunity to make something genuinely beautiful out of it. I think.
Absolutely.
Before we talk on that, let's get the fun shit out of the way first. There are a lot of fun things in this episode. I love Riker and Troy disguised as proto-Vulcan humanoids. It's very. Or they have a name. I
forget what the name is. It starts with an M.
Something. I forget what it is. So that's fun. Of course, it's funny that Picard is seen as a god. What's not fucking funny about that? That's so
just
funny.
Amusing.
The image of Riker running across these rocky deserts with a fucking dude in his arms as he's being hunted down by Vulcans with bows and arrows. It's very funny. It's very, very funny.
He's trying to book it, but he can only book it so hard.
I love the scene where Troy is like calling out to them like, subtly through like the yes, things that are like where everybody is.
Yeah.
Marina Sirtis, I know, I think it's like the second episode in a row where I praised her a bunch, but I really do love Marina Sirtis. I think it's because Troy gets underutilized so much that the fact that she can still shine is a testament to how great Marina Sirtis is in this show. She's fantastic. Yeah, she's awesome. But on the rest of the episode, oh my god. First off, small Pulaski reference, which I find really interesting.
Yes.
But I remembered that's about what was it called? Pen Pals.
Pen Pals.
From last season, where Data has the child friend, and she gets mind wiped at the end by Pulaski, and so Crusher even calls it the Pulaski technique, which I think is really fun.
It is. In that episode, it sounded like something that was more established, if I remembered correctly.
Yeah.
But this episode makes it sound like Pulaski was kind of like just throwing it all together and like hoping and prayer and all that.
I think it was kind of agreed upon that was something that she could do, but wasn't normally done by people traveling with Starfleet. Probably because most ships in Starfleet don't get into as much trouble as any version of the Enterprise does. They don't need to constantly wipe people's fucking minds. But
hey, you know what? That's true.
Yeah. So, we have this character with these primitive Vulcans called Nuria. She is taken to the Enterprise, and Picard tries to explain to her that he is not a god, and he does this essentially by saying, "Hey, like your people evolved from something. You live in huts. You used to live in caves. Why do you live in huts and not caves? Oh, we learned how to do this. Simple idea."
And she seems to get the idea.
She gets the idea. I said, call out to you. I can't think of any examples right now, but whatever the trope is, when he brings her to the conference room and she looks out at the Earth there, and there's just something about the beauty of that moment that really struck me. I was like, whatever that trope is, I love it. I love that trope whenever I see it, but right now I can't think of any other examals. But I know I've seen it.
I've seen this before, and I never mind seeing it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It really is. But no, Picard is like, he explains all this to her, and she's like, no, I quoted in my notes here, I do not fear you any longer. And Picard's like, yeah, so my people were primitive like that too. We made huts, we made this, and eventually this ship.
We have advanced to this stage.
Yeah, and there's that great line then when Nuria is like, and we will travel along the stars one day too, and it's just something the way Patrick Stewart delivers that I have no doubt about it. I just, oh god, I love that.
This story of this incident will carry this group of people through the generations.
Yeah, it is. They have changed these people's lives, and they've changed them easily for the better. I don't know, I hate the Prime Directive. I really hate it as a concept. But when it breeds a story like this, that essentially says, hey, no, when we ignore the Prime Directive, we can actually do some good for these people. And now, granted, I understand what the Prime Directive is. It's so that you don't cause the situation that happens at the end of the episode with Ray Wise's character. You have that with the bow and arrow when he goes to almost kill Deanna Troi. But I don't know, when you take the time to fix it and you make something better, it works. Something about it just works. But so through all that, getting off topic, through all that, Nuria seems to understand. But then she's like, wait, no, but you have medicine though. You evolved this. You can bring back my daughter or whatever and do all this. We lost children.
Yeah, there were 6 people who died in a flood. 4 of them were children.
Yeah, it's like she's like, you can bring them back, and Picard's like, no, it's not quite it. It's just. And the only way that Picard sees that he can make her understand...
More by accident than anything.
...is to show her death. To show that it is not something that they have solved. You can't solve death, is essentially what it is. And for Picard to say, we will do the same. We all live the same lives. You're born, we grow, we live, we die. That is life. I will do the same as you, and you will do the same as me, etc. It is a great idea. To humble what she sees as a god in such a way. I think it's such a powerful message. It really is. I really, really love that. And of course, I love the last scene when Picard goes to get shot by an arrow, and then he almost isn't going to for a second, but isn't it? I'm gonna fucking do it. He's gonna. He tries to. Right. Someone tries to step in his way, obviously. And it's great. But yeah. Oh my god. Fucking what an episode.
And then the episode ends on. And proper ends, I should say, on a very lovely note where all of the main characters that we've seen, the main people from the village of the proto-Vulcans
Mhm.
and like the key human cast.
Yeah.
They have this moment where it's like, you could teach us things like, yes, we could,
Mhm.
but but that would halt your development.
Yeah.
And we have given you a lesson. Nothing is beyond your reach.
Yeah. Oh god, what a show. Fuck, that was great. Alright, well, I think that about does it. I can't wait for next time. I'm so excited. I'm really enjoying this season so far. I think honestly, I think maybe Instance of Command was a little better. I don't know. For the most part, each episode has been better than the last.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe that'll keep going? I doubt it. But, I guess we'll find out. Be sure to join us next time when we continue Star Trek The Next Generation. Until then, this has been Joey Morgan.
Jacob.
Goodbye.